Hey besties, welcome back to the channel. I hope you have your wine, your water, or your rolling tray, or whatever you need to tune in with me, because today we're going to be talking about the late and great Chester Bennington of Linkin Park. Before we get into Chester, I just want to do a quick mental health check with my besties. Comment in the chat right now and let me know how you guys are doing. This video could be a lot for some people, so I just want to put that out there. Trigger warning. My super chat should be available now, so if anybody wants to show some love or donate, no pressure to think about it. And yeah, I won't keep you waiting anymore. Let's jump into this video.
I'm gonna hit this line one more time. I'm gonna sip this cup one more time. I'm gonna take this shot one more time. It's like suicide.
Okay, where do we start? Chester Bennington was the lead singer of Linkin Park. Throughout his whole career, he was extremely vocal about his trauma and depression that stemmed from the abuse he experienced as a child. Bennington was a victim of abuse from an older male in his life, and it took him a while to speak out about it because he didn't want to be viewed as gay or a liar, so he turned to alcohol and drugs. Here's where things start to get interesting. I'm going to show you two photos right now. Can you tell which one is Chester? Because they both look like Chester, right? They're not. This man on the right is John Podesta. You might remember hearing about him when Hillary Clinton's email scandal happened. During the 2016 presidential election, John Podesta served as Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman. In the time leading up to the election, WikiLeaks released thousands of emails from Podesta's account and Hillary's accounts that exposed everything that was going on behind the scenes. If you are familiar with the WikiLeaks, then you know that there were some crazy things in there, along with all of the weird food-related buys that were going on at the White House, like Obama ordering $65,000 worth of hot dogs and pizza to the White House at 2 o'clock in the morning. We can bring up the codes. We know what pizza stands for and we know what hot dog stands for, so what were y'all doing, and why are there secret emails where you're using these codes? John Podesta is rumored to be a family friend of the Benningtons, so if this is true, I mean, how sick would it be that John Podesta is not only his real dad, but with his known, track record, he could have been his abuser as well. As we get further in this, pieces will start to fall together. So it's been rumored that originally Linkin Park was a military base in Canada where they experimented and tortured children. And of course there's minimal information about that on the internet, because who's gonna say, hey, we have a secret military camp right here? So again, that's just allegedly. But this is where we have to use our third eyes, because this is the Linkin Park symbol there, for their band. This is the little boy lover symbol that the FBI released, letting us know the symbols that pedophiles use to identify each other and their preferences. So if you're looking at this like me, their brand logo literally looks like the destruction of the spiraling triangle that pedophiles use. It's like they're splitting it in half, like, bro, you're a dub, we're not letting you get away with this anymore. And if you really listen to their lyrics, it was really about that life. Like, Chester was out here in these streets fighting for child rights. Speaking of them fighting for rights, in 2010, after the earthquake in Haiti, Linkin Park started a charity for sustainable recycling. Somewhere in between this, the charity started running out of money, so the Clinton Foundation stepped in to save the day. So as John Podesta is working with the Clintons, they just decide to help out Linkin Park, make it look good. So it's like, it could be a coincidence or whatever. Yeah, it could be, but like, you're providing financial support and he looks this much like him. There's no way that nobody knew, or nobody asked these questions. This is where things get deep and they really start to click together and make more sense than we've been making already. This is Chris Cornell. Not only was he the lead singer of Audioslave, he was Chester Bennington's very best friend. Chris Cornell was working on a documentary about elite child trafficking rings. And before he could release this documentary, he was pronounced dead by suicide in May 2017, less than a year after Pizzagate was trending heavy and him and his best friend, Chester Bennington, were about to expose the trafficking rings. So now a month later, July 20th, 2017, which just so happens to be Chris Cornell's birthday, Chester Bennington leaves his family vacation, to go home early by himself and kill himself. Chester was also found hanging, just like Chris. And Avicii, if you guys remember, Avicii was also heavily in the Save the Children movement. His videos did a great job of showing that. Coroners ruled both deaths suicides, but soon after Chris Cornell's death, a former medical examiner came forward and told the Detroit press that he wasn't absolutely convinced that his death was a suicide. Chris's widow, Vicky, also told the Detroit News that she did not agree with the coroner's original ruling of suicide, and she noted that the night that he died, she spoke to him and that he was slurring his words, but she is adamant that her husband did not kill himself. His autopsy also said that he had a laceration to the back of his skull. If he killed himself, how do you crack yourself in the back of your head and then hang yourself? Like, is it just me? Okay, so right now we're gonna check out the Linkin Park video for Crawling. This video is from 2009. I really want us to take a second to take in the video and take in the symbolism. So already the video is starting. It seems like this young girl is being abused by someone, it looks like in her own home, an older man, and the lyrics are literally in the background saying like, my skin is crawling, I feel it in my I don't know what's real. And it's like, I grew up listening to Linkin Park. It never clicked to me before how deep their music was. Am I crazy, or is that Ghislaine Maxwell in this bathroom? I don't know if she's looking at a reflection or if this lady is in the bathroom like the other girl that's behind her right now. I'm really confused. But that looks like Ghislaine Maxwell. Also, I want to take a quick look at Avicii's video for Better Day. A few people told me to check it out. I remember seeing it. I used to listen to Avicii, so I remember seeing it when it first came out. That was probably like 2015 or 16, so I definitely don't remember it. So this is me like taking a look with my fresh eyes again and just trying to see what we might see. Is this whole movie just kids running from creepy old men? It's looking like, to me, the people who are trafficking the kids are the people who are running the country. You think he could put this stuff in his videos and just talk about this in his music and they were just gonna let him with the influence that he had? What are they branding them with? What does it say? I need to know.
Those two. Sir, it's all taken care of. I think you're really going to enjoy these two.
Hey, Don. Chester.
Pedo. Right on his back. Right on his back. I don't know, and even the interviews that I've watched of Chester speaking and Chris Cornell and Avicii, like these don't seem like three men who killed themselves. They had so much work, and like, yes, they were sad, they had trauma. I know personally how heavy that burden can be, but I also know what it's like to know that you have a bigger purpose here and that your voice is so important. And deep down, I just don't see this being a coincidence or just three accidents or three sad people who just happen to know so much and just decide, I'm out. But let me know what you think about this theory, if you think it's far-fetched or if you think that I made some valid points. Also, make sure you guys send me videos that you would like me to watch and decipher and react to or whatever, if that's something that you guys would like to see from me. A few people have asked, but I didn't want to do it unless, you know, a lot of people actually want to see reaction videos. I wouldn't want to just make it a thing, you know. Also, if you genuinely care about the Save the Children content, make sure you follow me on Instagram at StormElamac. I post daily. I try to post every day. Check my stories. I'm always posting about these kinds of things. If you made it this far in the video and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? If not, that's cool too. Thanks for watching. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video.